Hello and welcome back to the Music Theory Challenge, where we're learning something new about music theory every day. Now this unit we've been learning how to read music notation. And I told you earlier in the unit that we would be counting up to 4, but there's actually a musical symbol that tells us to do that. So remember we learned the name of this note, the quarter note. And whenever we're filling up 4 beats of these, we're using 4 quarters. So in music notation, to say that we're going to fill up any space with 4 quarters, or 4 full beats, we write a 4 on top of a 4. 4, 4. And that's called our time signature. Time signature. I'll give you some other examples of time signature, but we've been counting up to 4. This means 4 quarter notes, or the value of 4 quarter notes. There are other time signatures where it's 3 quarter notes, and you would count up to 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and. But to keep things simple for this first unit where we're diving into music notation, 4/4 is the most common and easy, so we're starting there. Now, when you have this 4/4 time signature and you have 4 full beats, that's 4 already. We add these lines to separate every 4 beats, and then we add a new rhythm, that gives us 4 beats. Let me give a better example here. And we always want everything within the lines to be 4 full beats. These lines have a name. Actually, they have 2 names. You can call them bar lines or measure lines. So after every 4 beats, boop, we add a bar line. After 4 more beats, boop, you add another bar line. And that lets us know, hey, everything inside here adds up to 4. And by the way, the last thing we're learning today is what we call everything inside here. And you already kind of have the name. We call it a bar, or we call it a measure. So let me recap, because this was a lot of information. Okay, let me recap. In music notation, you want to communicate to the people reading your music how to count. So in this case, I'm telling you, we're going to count by 4s. Everything will be up to 4 beats. So I'll write 4 beats, and I'll have my quarter notes, and I'll be like, this measure is full. Measure. So if it's full, I add a bar line. Now I'm going to do 4 more beats. And now this measure is full because we've got the 4 beats. So I add another bar line. And I could keep going. Here's another measure. I'll put a whole note. It's full. I add a bar line. Let me add another full measure with the whole rest. And you'll notice everything adds up to 4 because my time signature tells me everything must add up to 4. So in the previous lesson where we were reading from these rhythm cards, each rhythm card is a measure. It adds up to 4 beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So those are the 3 terms that you need to remember from this lesson. Time signature. Time signature just tells you, how are you counting? Well, we're counting up to 4. Or we're counting up to 4 quarters. And the measure is anything that's inside the bar lines or the measure lines. That's all. Remember that I made a PDF that goes along with every single day of these lessons where you have rhythms and music notation and everything explained as well. And it's also nice to see how these symbols look when written by the music notation software. So I've added those as well. And let me know in the comments how you're feeling about this course so far and if you'd like me to explain anything further. I'll see you for tomorrow's class. So you've already learned the whole note, the half note, the quarter note. So next we're going to learn a smaller note or shorter note. But it's so fun to count and clap and play. So I'll see you for that lesson. Thank you so much. Ciao.